Hi, MTV. I'm Jose J.
I'm Jose E. And I'm Jose A.
Alright. What strategies do you use to help cope with when life is hard?
Well, I just try to listen to music, trying to stay in my own little world, forget about that anything happens.
I would say I would go hiking or something like that, or go to school, do my homework. But that's what I do. How about you, Jose?
Alright, Jose. What I try to do is I go to sleep, try to get rid of all bad thoughts.
What kinds of difficult things do people have to get through, young people?
I don't know, school stress.
Yeah, school stress, parents,
Homes in the house.
maybe girlfriends, other stuff like that.
Breaks.
Trying to graduate, do something with their lives, not knowing what to do.
But in teenage years, you see people smoking or drinking, and you think that's cool. And probably that's one of the reasons why people do it.
Yeah, because it's all around them. And they think it's alright. I mean, personally, I smoke, so I mean, it's not. My mom doesn't like it. She doesn't say it's alright, but I mean, it's a habit.
So when life gets difficult, what do you do to cope? What kinds of things do you do to help yourself cope?
When life gets hard, I just like to just think about what my brother would do. He normally teaches me how to b-boy, so I just b-boy helps me, soothes me and calms me down. I also like to draw a lot. Helps calm my nerves.
Good.
What about you, Ben?
I would say that I resort to using electronics like television. We Americans love television, I might say. Video games and music to sort of distract myself from the hardship in question until I can get past it.
So both of you like to distract yourself using something creative, right? Video
That's one
games
way to
or...
say it.
Some fears, anxieties, or thoughts that can get people stressed. How can people respond to these feelings?
So I think that some of the thoughts that get us very stressed would be, especially now in this stage of our life, would be school. And another thing would be that older people judge us on how supposedly we don't know how to live life, that we're not mature enough, so we try to prove them wrong. And I think, yeah, like they said, we have to learn how to live life, so that would be another stressful idea in our life. And I think we would solve these, or at least help the stress a little bit more by doing hobbies or just taking our minds off of it for a while, getting influence to keep on going.
Yeah, like I get you said, school's very stressful, like some people really want to get into college, so they have to make sure like they're on top of everything, that they get their homework done, like they're not, slipping, and they don't miss too much school, so then they don't fall behind. And also in high school, sometimes you lose contact with your friends, so that could also be stressful, like keeping up with like your friendships, and if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, make sure you give them time. And also for your family, so in high school especially, you gotta make sure you manage your time wisely, so like you give time for everybody and make sure that the time's worth it and you make the best out of it.
I think the last thing would be that, like, finding what you want to do in life, because right now it's very hard. Like, people don't want to go to school, so they try to work and just work. Well, it's pretty much all work in life, so you have to find a way to solve that.
All right, thank you for your input, guys.
So the question is, what kinds of things make young people vulnerable to drug and alcohol abuse?
Well, I think that people that have family problems or outside of their house or school, that's why people end up smoking or getting drunk or addicted to alcohol.
I say peer pressure, because a lot of people will try to influence you to do it, and if you don't, they're not going to really like you as much.
Do you think most teenagers smoke and drink?
Yeah, Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you had to give me a percentage, what would you say?
I'd say like 85.
Yeah. I think
That sounds
every teenager has at least tried some type of drug.
I mean, teenagers will say they won't do it, but something in their life causes them to do it.
So what do you is it like a spur of the moment thing where they just get offered something and they take it, or is it more like they want to do it, they plan it out?
It depends on their curiosity.
Yeah, it just depends on each person, the individuality.
Yeah. Like some people, like they just want to do it just to get with the hype and like be cool, but they're not cool, and then they don't know how to control it, and then they end up getting caught up, and then they get mad.
What kinds of things do you think young people struggle with most here?
Well, I think they struggle with peer pressure and people like just trying to get them to do stuff that they really don't want to do. What about you?
I don't know, internal conflicts between them and their parents' ideals. Maybe, well, peer pressure, as he said, to do acts that they might find questionable or objectionable.
Like what?
Like, well, some kids, they're like, when they first come to middle school, that's a lot of their friends, or they see older kids, they're saying, oh, hey, like, they drink, like, why don't we drink too? Maybe make us look cool like how they do. Maybe they want to hang out with us. What's you?
Something along those lines, yes. They might find that a person who says drinking is all right, he's happy when he says that. So it's like, say, if I drink, perhaps I will be happy. I'm not happy right now. Maybe if I drink, happiness will come to me.
Do you think that's true?
I doubt it. In some scenarios, maybe.
I believe that's much of both.
Life in the U.S. Well, I think we're always trapped in some way. Like, we can't go outside freely because, wait, no, we can. We can, but then we can't. Yeah, we can, but then we can't.
What keeps you inside? What kinds of things?
Look at the murder rate.
Okay.
Look at how it is out here. People cause problems for nothing.
Okay. And what would you like to know about Australia, or what kinds of things would you like them to tell us?
I always wondered, like, where exactly, like, they say that they're like wild dogs in Australia. I always wonder, like, where do they live?
Okay.
What about you?
Do you really think down on us? I mean, do you really think of us as a low country, a fat country, a country of fools and ignoramuses?
That's a good question. All right.
The question
thanks,
is,
boys.
what role does media, including social media, play in the decisions you make?
So media, it pressures girls to be really skinny, I think. Like, really slim. And guys have to be not like this, because he's not muscular at all.
Beefcake.
Shut up.
Alright,
You're ugly.
I feel like media plays a role by, like, it's just like, it's trying to tell you what you should be instead of what you want to be. Like, instead of like,
It's hard to stay true to yourself when you have people trying to tell you like what you should be, and it pressures you, and you try to be other people want you to be instead of staying true to yourself, I guess.
yeah, so like pretty much just like instead of being what you want to be, you're forced to be something else because of the things that's around you and what's like being called by popular demand and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, hold
You're
on.
done.
Real talk. Hey, tell Tupac she can holler at me. Cause like, real talk, like, I'll give you my number right here. Hold on. 510-779.
Don't do it. He has herpes.
Shut up. No, I don't. 7725. All right. Holla at
That's
your
not gonna
boy.
make it in the video.